Well, hello everybody, and welcome to the last day of 2025, if it comes out that day. So we're gonna do a overall of the year and how I feel about it. So, let's get to it then. The first thing that I really want to talk about is all the shows and projects and stuff like that I've made along the way. So the first one was 07 Season 2. As it took me a year almost to finish Season 1, so I wanted to get Season 2 out and rolling, and I'm very glad I did. I was really happy with Season 2. Season 2 might be my favorite season I've done so far, either that or maybe Season 1. Season 3, I do like Season 3, but we'll get to that later. But yeah, 07 Season 4 Season 2, was really good, and I really like it. It was my favorite season out of all of them. And now the next thing I've done since then is the reviews. As you've seen, I've done a couple show reviews, and by a couple I mean only 2. Don't worry, there are more on the way. The next one I plan is for my other friend, Statopian Studios. I'll put a picture up on screen for his TF Earthbound Season 1 series. I'm gonna work on that soon. I just haven't had I just don't have the figures I need for it for right now. But yeah, I've been doing these reviews. I did that and Galvatron's Revenge review. You should go check them out. They're okay, I guess. Yeah, not really much to say there. The other one is the short series I made, Rust Age. Now, Rust Age was just a little fun project I wanted to try to do to test myself. I wanted to see if I could do a show where I tried not to have my hand on screen. And it was a little bit difficult at times to do it because it was a bit more tedious than when I normally film. But overall, I liked it. It was a fun experience to work on. And it was a cool side story to do in a sort of G1-ish universe. With a lot of... if you've seen it, you know what I mean. It was okay, I think. The next thing is TF Meg Season 3. Now, I was hoping to get Season 4 out this year, but I'm going to have to wait till next year for a bit. But Season 3 was... Season 3, I do like Season 3, but I'll talk about this. I'll talk about it someday how I feel about TF Megs, but yeah, Season 3 was shorter than Season 1 and 2, but Season 4 I want to try to make a little bit longer since Season 4 will be the I guess final season, but you'll see when we get there. But I do like Season 3. It was pretty alright. Doing more TF Megs is always okay for me, and I do like it. The next thing was the 07 special, The Dynasty. Now, this is the second special in the 07 universe, and there's 2 more left. There's the Dark of the Moon Season 5's short film, and then there's the Bumblebee movie short film, which will probably be the last, if not... It'll probably be the last 07 universe thing I will do, and then the 07 universe is over. But yeah, the Dynasty special was really fun to do. Really fun to do a prequel with the Primes and expand the story. And hope that the third special will be good as well. And the next thing I did isn't really something that important to me. It's important to my brother, and it's my TF Prowl special that I made. It's based on his TF Prowl series, and it's gonna play into the Season 3 of his show. I might have probably spoiled a bit too much that's gonna happen, but oh well, he'll survive. Anyways, yeah, it was a pretty okay project to work on. I wasn't planning on doing more with it, but by the time I got around to making it, I was limited by some things, mostly time. Now, the next project I made, we're almost through the year, is 07 Season 3. 07 Season 3, I still like it. It's really good. I did take a short of break between it because I did lose a little bit of motivation to work on it for a minute, and I was also busy working on other stuff at the time. But, yeah, 07 Season 3, I still really like it. I'm glad we got to Revenge of the Fallen. I can't believe we're almost there. We're over halfway through the 07 series. It's just Season 4 and 5 left, and then, the specials. And then 07 is over, which will be kind of sad when it's over, because I really do like making this movie universe. And as I said before, I'm not doing AoE or TLK, because I just don't like those films, really. So, I'm skipping them. Plus, I've already used a lot of characters from those films in the story already. So, I would have to really change the films in terms of characters that show up. Now, the next thing I have is Brotherhood. Brotherhood, I changed a lot from its original version. Its original version was going to be a lot longer. It was going to take place on Cybertron and also other planets. But I'll go over to my original plans for Brotherhood. But honestly, I like the plan I have now for Brotherhood. And I like the Brotherhood Season 1 we got. I kind of wish I was able to get Season 2 out, but there was just a lot of figures I didn't have yet that I need for characters that I needed in Season 2. But I am happy to say that now I do have everybody I needed for Season 2. So in the coming weeks, months, Season 2 will be out soon. And I'm really excited for that. It was actually really fun to make. Now, this next thing, everybody has seen my channel. I've been doing these the last couple months. And that is the Skybound dubs. Now, I really like the Skybound comics, and I always wanted to see more dubs of it on YouTube. Especially since some of the dubbers would take a long time to make them for a lot of reasons. So, why not do my own? As Thanos said, fine, I'll do it myself. And so, I decided to come together with a few of people I know, mostly online, and we decided they decided to help me voice cast characters, and boom, I got the Skybound series going along. It's really fun. I really like doing the dubs, and it is sad that I'm going to take a break until Volume 3, but hey, I was able to get through Volume 1 and 2 this year, which was really fun, and as soon as Volume 5 is over being made in real time, then Volume 3 will come out, so be prepared. The next thing was my TF Analog Horror video part 2. Now, the series isn't really exactly that analog horror, so the title's not really great, but I do like what I'm building up to the story. And I will say that the third part will be the finale to this analog series thing of infected Transformers. And I hope it'll be good, but I do wanna work on it soon. And the last thing I'm going to talk about is the TF figure reviews. Now, I did a figure review last year of Astro Train, and I really did not like it. That's why I kind of canceled doing these reviews, and it took me a while to make them again. And I only decided to continue making them because I saw two people that I know that were doing reviews, Stutovian Studios and Spoofer Boy. They inspired me to do the reviews again, and so I decided to do them, and I honestly like them. I've so far done 4 of them, 86 Mez, 86 Devastator, Age of the Primes Superion, and then recently Age of the Primes Alchemist. With the next one hopefully being Age of the Primes Alpha Trion, and then so on and so forth. I'll do more figures, especially with the ones I got recently. And I do want to try to do some of my older figures that I've gotten. Like Combiner, or not Combiners, I mean Titans, like 86 characters, the stuff like that. But yeah, so far that's it that's all I got for the year in terms of big projects I could really name that I got done this year that I really liked. I don't think there's really anything else. So, on to the next portion. Alright, so we're going to go over some stuff that has gone on in the community this year. The first thing I can think of is the cancellation of Deactivated, or Reactivated as it's also known. But Deactivated was cancelled. After months of being delayed, more than even GTA 6, it felt like sometimes it was delayed. Now, I'm not very too sad about it, as yes, I did have some hype for it at first, but after the first few delays, I just lost all the hype until it was confirmed as deleted, and yeah, I'm not really too sad it's gone. It's fine. Hopefully we'll get a new game soon. Next up is Michael Bay's return / the 5 new films. Now, this year we didn't get any films. From the last 2 years we have gotten films like Rise of the Beast and TF1. But this year we didn't get anything, and while I thought we were going to maybe get the G.I. Joe crossover film, yeah, that doesn't seem to be happening anytime soon. I don't know if that's even going to happen at all, but hey, I guess we'll have to see what next year brings. Michael Bay has returned to the directing, and he's making a new film. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like it's in the Bayverse. It seems like it's the Nightverse, maybe, or its own thing. It's kind of hard to tell. And then there's other films that have gone announced, but we don't have any news on them yet. Unfortunately, no TF1 sequel, but hey, if I'm lucky and if I get my wish, instead of getting a movie sequel to TF1, we get some sort of show sequel, because I think a show could work. Maybe after the Skybound show comes out, which we have gotten announced that they're doing a Skybound comic TF show, but that's probably going to come out in like a year or so time. But when we get that show, and I feel like if that show succeeds, it might show Hasbro that they're willing to do a TF1 show-based sequel, so we can continue the story and get some more stuff, like maybe them eventually making it to Earth and stuff like that, which would be awesome to see. The next thing is the price hikes. Oh boy, the price hikes. All the stuff that's going on in the U.S. sometimes. I won't get too much into that, but the price hikes have sucked. It does make this collecting a lot harder, but hey, I'm still chugging along, guys. I still got figures. I still got over 350 figures. I've gotten another almost 100 this year. I don't remember exactly how much I had by the end of last year. I think maybe almost 2 something, if not. So I've gained a lot of figures since then. But yeah, it does suck sometimes. Maybe this year will be better in terms of it. And then that's pretty much all I can really think of for stuff related to the franchise. And now the next section I'm going to talk about is going to be my friends and stuff like that I've made along the way, or what they've done this year. So the first guy we're going over is Statopian Studios. He's done a few things this year. He still does his Lego reviews, but definitely the biggest things, in my opinion, that he did this year that I like was his unboxing / review videos. Those are fun to watch, and it's cool to see his takes on figures, especially since he gets some that I have no plans on getting. A few figures. I have most of the figures he's gotten that he's done the reviews on, but there are some that I do not have Nemesis yet, but I'll have that eventually. And his main thing he did was his Earthbound Season 2. Now, as of right now, he wasn't able to fully finish it this year. He's 1 to 2 episodes off. Whenever this comes out, I guess we'll see what he does later today. He might have it out by the time this comes out, the next episode. But he was able to get most of the season out, which was really cool, and it's a really cool series, and I do like it. And I can't wait to see what other projects he does in the future, even if, I don't know, his plans. He told me, I won't say anything about them, but some things are pretty interesting that he's gonna maybe do in the future. But I guess I'll have to see. The next guy is, of course, my brother, from another mother, but still from the same father. My boy, Spoofer Boy. Now, he hasn't done too much this year because it takes him 50 years to upload a millisecond of a video, obviously, and of course I make fun of him often in the comments, usually, his reviews. But he's done reviews recently this year, which is good, and they inspired me to do my reviews, as I said before. And then there's his show, Prowl Season 2, and he did finish Season 1 this year, and I've made fun of it sometimes. And then Season 2, which again, how long has it been since the last episode? Yeah, it does take him a bit to upload videos, but I guess he does do stop motion and higher quality videos than me. But still, his show is really good. I still like it, and I can't wait to see what more he does with it in the future. But, that's pretty much all he was able to get done this year, other than specials. But I still like his stuff. It's really cool. Now, the next guy I'm talking about is a guy... These next two are people I've actually met this year and have helped me with some projects. The first one is TF Motion, or TF Freak as I call him sometimes, on his server. He does what-ifs. That's pretty much what he does, although he does plan to do a new series eventually next year. The Wreckers series. But he does things. So I like his what ifs. There are some that I don't like quite as much, but it's mainly for the endings, but I still like his stuff, man. One thing I really like, some of his what ifs that I really like are his what if Decepticons and Animated made it to Cybertron. What if Shredder and Dropkick were in TFP? What if the Rescue Bots were in TFP? And what if Sea Spray were in TFP? And finally, one of my other favorites is what if Godzilla was in the Bayverse. That's just to name a few of the ones he's done this year, or most of the ones he's done this year. He's done a few more, other than those ones, which are still pretty cool. But like I said, some of them have endings that I'm not really too big a fan of because they are sad, like his Thunder Wings story. But yeah, he's really good, and I do like him, and he does help me a lot with the Skybound dubs. All these guys I've been talking about so far, they helped me with my Skybound dubs. He voices Scrapper and Blast off. Spoofer voices a few characters. I won't name them all. And Stewie, I call him. He uploads. So, or not upload. He does also quite a few voices. And then the next guy might be the guy that does the most voices for me, but that's debatable. I guess we'll have to see. Besides me, he might be the person that voices the most the characters, and that's Shadow Mercer. Now, I don't think he uploaded anything this year. I don't think he really uploads often, but he does help me a lot with the Skybound dubs. He voices a lot of characters like Cliffjumper, Thundercracker, and the Combiners. But yeah, he's been a big help. And I'm really happy that he was able to get on, because I really like all the voices he's done so far. And I guess the final section I'll talk about is myself. This year has been kind of a iffy year for me. I do, like, for my channel, I really like it, but sometimes it's just been a bit of an iffy year. Probably because next month I turn 18, which I've been dreading for a long time, but we'll get through it. And there have been times this year where I felt down, which is why my uploading became a little bit messed up. Like my 07 Season 3, how the first 3 episodes came out pretty regularly, and then like it took a while for the next few to come out, and then like another break, and then the rest came out. It's just sometimes I would lose motivation to do stuff. And another thing was that sometimes there were times where I do sometimes regret collecting my figures. Like, I do wonder where I would have been if I wasn't collecting them, and like, it mainly comes out whenever I'm missing a figure I need for a project I really want to do, and I start to think, do I really need this character to show up? But I always either say yes or no. It's kind of debatable what I do, but yeah, it's pretty much been my year so far. But hey, I've gotten through it, man. I've gotten through it, and on my channel this year has probably been my favorite year so far on my channel. I really like all the projects I've gotten out. There's only a few that I find that I don't love, but for the most part, I really like all of them. That's my year 2025 retrospective. I guess I'll see you guys in 2026. I hope it's going to be a good year. A lot of projects that come out. Look forward to it, guys. I think you're going to like them. So, see you next time.